we give every glory and adoration, every exaltation. We come before thee this evening to present your truth to the whole world, that mankind may testify in time to come that it wasn't man that did it, that they had no strength of their own, they had no army, they had no weapons. All they had was the gospel of truth and of redemption. And behold, because their hearts and their minds were clean, because the Almighty found them unblemished, that was why they were blessed, and everything they asked for came to pass. That was why this same generation, this very Ipob shall endure. Men cannot be immortalized, but the truth of the Most High, who is timeless, who is ageless, shall prevail. And upon that very promise do we pray this evening, because your words are yea and amen. People wonder, how come you loved David so much? Man couldn't understand that David knew how to ask thee for anything that he wants. There was nothing that David ever asked for that he didn't give to him. That same secret is what we have. That is what we present before thee, to the hearing of the entirety of humanity this very evening, morning, noon or night, depending on where you're listening from. That we make this proclamation that your words are yea and amen, because you are God. Anything you say must come to pass. You are not man. Anytime, any word that you utter, documented by the sons of men in the Torah, in the scriptures, must come to pass. Because your spirit, you are not man, you are not mortal. Every word you utter must come to pass. And on that very premise do we anchor this very agitation, because we go back to your scriptures, to your unadulterated, untampered with scriptures. In the book of Jeremiah we pray, chapter 16 verse 14. That is our prayer this very evening from where I am. You said, for you are Lord, you are God, you are the beginning and the end. There is nothing you created which can be equated nor used as an adjective to describe thee. You are bigger than all that man can ever imagine that you are. Only you is the beginning of time itself. That is why the ancients call you the Ancient of Days, the Ancients of the Ancients. For that is who you are. The I am that I am. And these are your words, because you are God. You said that a time is coming. According to the prophet Jeremiah, you said that a time is coming, and that time is now, this 2020. You said the time is coming when people will no longer swear by me as the living God who brought the house of Israel out of bondage in Egypt. These are your words, because you're God. You said a time shall come when people will no longer swear that this God of Moses, that led the God of Moshe, that led the Israelites out of the bondage and suffering in Egypt. Instead, these are your words, O Heavenly Father, with every reverence, humility, and submission. You said, instead they will swear by me as the living God, because you are living, everlasting, eternal, who brought his people out of the northern lands, out of the bondage from the north. For we inhabit the south. We are from the southeast. Oh Heavenly Father, you said, no longer will we remember you as the God of miracles that brought Israelites out of Egypt. We shall know thee as the God that delivered his children from the criminals and darkness from the north. These are your words. And you were talking about Biafra. We are now going to swear by thy name and say, this God of Biafra that led his children out of the iniquitous existence which Britain fabricated for your children. And you said we are going to return from where you scattered us, from where they are killing us in Indonesia, from where they are killing us in Malaysia, from where we have been imprisoned in Brazil, from all the places we are suffering, all the places where we are being humiliated at the moment. You said, I will bring you back to the land I have spoken. And who is man to say all the word of God? Or they cannot go. Upon this we anchor all that we do. We have no strength of our own. Upon your promise that came forth from the mouth of the prophet Jeremiah 16:14, you said, I will deliver you from the bondage from the north. The world will no longer say, this God of Moshe that led the Israelites out of Egypt. They will say, the God of Biafra that delivered them from the forces of darkness from the north. You were very specific, you said from the north. And you are God, and may your name be blessed forever and ever. He said, he said, he said.
Hello, my wonderful people of Biafra, friends of Biafra, and lovers of freedom. This is Mazi Nwekwensu. Please, as I welcome you, please welcome others. It's very important. As I welcome you, please welcome others. Tell them that Mazi Otimbodombo is here. Tell them that Mazi Otimbodombo is here. Tell them that Mazi Nwekwensu is here. Tell them time has come. Kaiti Otimbodombo. Time abịago ka anyị tọkacha ihe niile anwa kere eke with eziokwu Chineke. So my people, as I welcome you, please welcome others. We are live at Ikechukwu Umadi. If you are watching us from there, please endeavor to share and like. Share and like the program. It's very important. We're also live at Ikechukwu Mazi. This is our main page, but we have a lot of distinction from Facebook. A lot of no, please, if you are watching there, hit the like button and share the program. We are live at YouTube. Believe me, YouTube is doing wonderful well. Maybe before next month we will hit 300 people. We are now 260 something people in YouTube. 260 or something people in YouTube. This is wonderful. And I say, well done, YouTube. Well done, YouTube. Because I want to people will not be subscribed because they know that Mazi Zumezu. And let me tell you, even those that I block on Facebook, they go to YouTube to follow me because they know I'm preaching this gospel, because they cannot stand not hearing the word of Chineke. And they are so ashamed on Facebook maybe to share my program. But believe me, a lot of people are going away from Facebook, because this community standard, is too much. But people are using YouTube, TikTok, and other media outlets. So, but I am not at this Facebook, not at YouTube, not at Twitter. Very soon, we have to, extend our broadcast, our StreamYard to our various platforms, so that when anytime we come on live, we will be in multiple platforms. So my people, As I welcome you, please welcome others. Elijah eziokwu Chineke. Eziokwu Chineke. What the Mazi Kanu said in IPOB, if you are a liar in IPOB, your days are numbered. And it tells us about the 4 cardinal points. 4 cardinal points of IPOB. You must remain fearless before your enemy. You must speak the truth, even though it will lead you to the point of death. You must help the poor and the needy. And you must live a kind of life that you will have a relationship with you and Chukwu Okike Abiyama. This is 4 cardinal points of IPOB. Now, then I ask you, if you are IPOB member, do you follow Mazi Kanu footstep? Do you always stand in the path of the truth? Or do you blackmail people just because they ask you to do? Or do you just say what you don't know just because of your hate? Or just because of others are doing that? Then okay, remember, when we started, they say, hey, Mazi Ezumezu, don't talk about him. Don't talk about him. Don't share his program. 1 month, 2 months, we fed up. From month, I don't know 1 year. From 1 year, I don't know 2 years. From 2 years, I don't know 3 years. Because I have a lot of people have now understand what I'm saying. Go and check when I started my broadcast. I still remain on all the points I have tendered initially. I still stand up to today. Up to today. So my people, you can see the topic. Mazi Kanu said, no court in Nigeria can try me. That is what the court of Nigeria said. Any court that want to try me is a terrorist. That was the court said. We're going to talk about the court case of our leader Mazi Kanu. And we're going to talk about Woyo Soyinka, what he said 2 years ago, and what he said on 19th of May. We'll talk about it. We're also going to talk about the sack lawyer, Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Now, he's attacking the Wise Council, Aloy Ejimakor and his team. That's why I said, please, tag our Lord, our First Lady. Tag our Lord, our First Lady. Uchechi Ukukanu. Tag her. Please tag her. Next time, he will go on little bit to defend these people. Aloy is doing his work. You can see the attack from the sack lawyer, Ifeanyi Ejiofor. And at the moment he made that statement, they push it out to this chat card media worms. As I told you guys that they have a WhatsApp group. Once they decide what to say, they will push it to the WhatsApp group and tell this the chat card media worms to project it to their zombies. But the hardcore will say no. Tata. Today, because we stand on the part of the truth. So we're going to talk about the sack law Ifeanyi Ejiofor, the attack on White Council Barrister Aloy Ejimakor and his team. And we are going to talk about the chat card media worms, Chibuze Egwa to APC Mo in IPOB, the attack on Achalugo, calling Achalugo hookup girl. We're going to talk about the attack on Ejilo, telling the whole world that Ejilo is a married woman, but having affairs outside his matrimonial home. That tells you, do you know what? All those people I just mentioned their name that is attacking. I am not anywhere have mercy on them. No, because when the chat card media woman APC more in IPOB, we are castigating, lying against our religious family, especially the last daughter married to master prophet. All those lies, those people were there clapping for him, telling him, lie down. Today is their turn. Agbo talufan afọ talun unye master prophet na ajụzụ ọjụjụ. Today he's telling the whole world that Achalugo is a hookup girl. I said it before. Today I have the video clip. Only agent to the way today. He talk about Ejilo. All those is lie. I don't believe in what he said, but it's good that it's happened to these people because they are there where this guy is blackmailing innocent people. They are telling him lie down, lie down, lie down. And they alpha, special one, whistleblower, the king, the that. Today, all change ago, all change ago. So these are the point are the few points we're going to touch tonight. Touch tonight. And remember, they told them to go and project that our leader Mazi court case. Nobody's talking about it. But guess what? Everywhere is hurting. The whole mainstream media in Nigeria carried the news. Even foreign news, they carried the news. But these men were sent to tell you on Facebook. People are no more in Facebook to project that their lies. But now my people, as I tell you, as I welcome you, please welcome others. Please don't forget to hit the like button and share the program. It's very important. And if you have your question, you can throw it in, or if you want to come in, let me know. I will send the link. You have your few minutes and you go. So now, let's talk about our leader, Nnamdi, the fearless lion, Nwago, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Whatever he preach on Emir, he do what he preaches. He do what he preaches. Well, everything on the preach, on a lead from the front. That's why he told us that he's coming back to Nigeria and he will lead from the front. And today on Nigeria, it doesn't matter the way, it doesn't matter the manner or the way to you're not on Nigeria. But the fact is that it is Nigeria today, as he said, leading from the front. Leading from the front. Our leader said, no court in Nigeria will try me. No court in Nigeria will try me. That is what their court said. That is what their court said. That no court in Nigeria will try me. And guess what? When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have his way, and our leader scattered the remaining table that Alaoji Marco have scattered, guess what? People are saying that our leader is defending himself. Or go and watch people that are projecting this. These are Chinas and Wanke. These are the people that he find in your for the lawyer send. But my people, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been speaking from day one. From day one. Since 2017, our leader has been speaking in court. Our leader has been speaking because he's a freedom fighter. The man actually our leader attack. The man actually attack. No. And let me tell you, my people, onye full barrister Alaoji Marco the Vice Council because before I called him a Vice Council, only even for a Vice Council. Because Alaoji Marco, if he want to destroy you, he will go to your taproot. He will go to the taproot and make sure he scatter everything that holds you. Then in a certain milli, this is what Alaoji Marco is doing. This is what he's doing. He went to my high court. He did the needful. He made sure he got the judgment. Today, that judgment from Umaya is speaking loud. He's speaking loud. Every court say this regarding to it. How about the appeal court? Yeah. How about the Supreme Court? Yeah. He moved to Enugu about the prosecution because that's where he started. That's where the sitting governor sits and proscribe IPOB before the federal government in 3 days come to their aid and help them to make paint it well or whatever. He went to Enugu and make sure he got the judgment from Enugu. Now he's facing them in Abuja to dismantle the remaining one. That is why when you see a barrister, Aloy Makode, the wise counsel, if you're going near Maya, it doesn't matter what the enemies within, the name they are calling him, they know that Aloy Makode knows what he's doing. And that man is a free man. You can see when he speak to the press, he give other people chance to speak. He give other lawyers chance to speak. But during the time of Ifeanyi, for guess what? No. So, my people, first of all, let's go to the first video from Soyinka in 2022. It's very important. Let's go to the video from Oye Soyinka in 2022. I want you guys to listen what he said. Or before then, sorry, let's listen to what Aloy said after the court case. It's very important. Let's listen to what Barrister Aloy said, the White Council. Okay, here we go. Yeah, let's listen. Those of you that haven't watched it, I want you. I think this is an opportunity for you to listen. It's very important.
Him to home nation. These two applications were geared towards providing environment for him to get a trial. Unfortunately, the court was not in sync with us. But it's very, very important to stress this point, that what got us this far, what led to all these problems, is the refusal of the court to obey or implement, for want of a better word, to implement the ruling of the Supreme Court that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never jumped bail, that he was driven into exile by the actions of the prosecution, and therefore the ruling by the court that a jumped bail shouldn't have been made. So, ordinarily, we expected that this court would have just followed suit by restoring his bail, but it didn't happen. So now the court that's not what the Supreme Court said. So we're going to look at that. We're going to go home as a legal team and ruminate over this and come out with a legal response to this anomaly. The court made some order that he felt is in our favor, but really it's not in our favor. He made modifications in the conditions of the DSS. If you recall, they used to take documents from us. They used to let it in because they bugged the place and everything. She made an order that the rules should be changed and all that. But I think this is firing and that we should take note. This is firing is not enough to guarantee Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to get a fair trial. So in the next 2 weeks or days or whatever, before next action day, you will hear from the legal as to our next action. My other colleagues would like to
okay, we have another kind of ruling today, which the ordinary person on the street might think that a favor has been done to us. But still the same thing. It's just the coin that was tossed. We are still going to remain in the premises and facilities of the DS. You know, this issue of bugging is a very critical and technical thing. We know that the Nigerian DSS is about the most sophisticated secret police in the whole of Africa. And they have a lot of equipment. The walls, inside the bricks of their building has chips, microphones, cameras, inside the walls of their building. So there is no how the court has made it that they should give us a clean room. Who determines the cleanness of the room? Who determines the positions of the box? So the thing, provided it's still inside the DSS premises, it's still there. Those boxes will always be there. These things have been built long before now. You know, these are structures and boxes that have been planted many years. They can't break the walls of the houses, of their rooms, to remove those boxes. Now let me tell us something. Recently, they moved us to the office of the assistant director that they call ADOS. Now, in that place is somebody's office, all manner of equipment. There are so many things. So how do you even determine that the place does not have a bug? A room filled with property, chairs, television, gadgets, cameras. How do you determine what is functioning and what is not functioning? So it's like giving us a banana with one hand and then collecting it with the other hand. So there is nothing new, nothing has changed. Provided you are in the premises of the State Security Service of Nigeria, nothing has changed. A place where you can say it's not bugged is the Nigerian prison. You can be sure that in the Nigerian prison, nothing is bugged. And now, the witnesses that they are going to bring are those who are working in the DSS. So those witnesses will sit in the other room and listen to our questioning and answer session with our clients. Then at the end of the day, when you now bring the witness to court, they already know what we are going to ask. They already know the answers to everything. So we want, you see, justice should not only be done, but should be seen to be done. Now, if you take us to the Nigerian prison, we believe that the Nigerian prison does not have special interest in this matter, as the DSS has. The DSS has 101% interest. Now, if you take us to the prison people know that their function is to keep this man. They are not coming to testify. They are not coming.
I personally believe that now is the time for Nigeria to begin to bind the wounds of division. So I am therefore using this opportunity to appeal to our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, to address some certain mistakes and missteps of the past, and begin to redirect our nation to part of national reconciliation. And one way our president can do this is to look anew at the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and immediately consider the prospects of political solution to his situation. If the president does this, our president would have put his hands in the arc of history and begin to bend that arc towards the hope for a better Nigeria that is anchored on justice, equity, fairness, peace, security, and economic stability. So long as this matter drags on, the wounds of division will continue to last. And that is not what this country needs now. What we need now, more than anything else, is peace and unity.
What is your call to the federal government on the issue of Kanu?
What I'm asking the president to do is to consider the prospects of political solution to the situation. That is by way of out-of-court solution to this problem. This is a political matter that ought to have been dealt politically by exploring political solutions. That is our call to the president and, by extension, the federal government of Nigeria. My name is Captain Bishop Johnson, U.S. Army retired.
Biafrans, my people, friends of Biafrans and lovers of freedom, we have heard from the Ossis mouth, Pastor Alej Marco, the wise counsel, and his team. You see, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu know the journey he want to embark on. Our leader know the journey he want to embark on. That's why I always tell people, go and listen to 2 weeks broadcast from our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before he was kidnapped in Kenya and in Nigeria. Go and listen to it. Now, the retired captain said it's a political solution. And what our leader said before all of them, what did our leader said before? Our leader told us that it's a political solution. And that is why our leader create a office and give that portfolio to Chief Dan Olasi as his political advisor. Our leader know the journey he is embarking on. He knows what he will face. He prepared for this. So today you can see people say that it's a political solution, that the president should intervene is a political solution. So anybody hoping that he will jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are dreaming. You are in another. Because the case of our leader is a political solution, and our leader is a prisoner of conscience. He's a freedom fighter. He committed no evil. Now, for those who say that nobody is talking about our leader, APC Mo. I hope he listen to this. I hope he see the people. Now, I want to take you guys to what Soyinka said. Where's Soyinka? Let me take you guys there. Let's go there. Let's go there.
Ipob. How did you respond to that?
Well, Nigeria, for me, it's not for me to tell the government to prepare itself, because there's going to be a huge squawk when the truth about how Kanu was arrested, when the truth comes out. Our nation is, people are alleging this and that and that. So that's one phase, whether Nigeria has acted outside international law. That's one issue. The second issue, however, however, has to do with Kanu's conduct outside the nation. There's been a level of hate rhetoric, which is, for me, has been most unfortunate, issuing from Kanu outside. But for me, hate rhetoric is an issue which can only be.
Mazi ana m ekene gị, Mazi Cosmos, ndewo sir, ana m ekene. We welcome our Maryland State Coordinator, America, Mazi Cosmos, ndewo sir, you're welcome. Now I want to take it back again. I want you guys to listen to what he said.
For me, it's not for me to tell the government to prepare itself, because there's going to be a huge squawk when the truth about how Kanu was arrested, when the truth comes out. Our nation is, people are alleging this and that and that. So that's one phase.
I hope you guys listen to what Shoika said. This was in 2022. He said, when people know how our leader was rendition to Nigeria, it's going to be a huge problem, a knock in the head. But guess what? Mazi Nnamdi kind of have reviewed how he was kidnapped in Kenya and rendition to Nigeria. But this is the chat card media worms, no, in payload to Saklo Ifanye Jofo, Chinasa Wankita, these cabals. They are using our leader, what I say, our leader, a statement telling the people how he was kidnapped. They were using it against him and against the legal team, instead of using it against the Nigerian government. So it is clear now that Mazi Nnamdi was kidnapped in Kenya because he said it. He is the person in charge. This is the first time I would have made this statement. Instead of this chat card media worms to start using it against Nigeria state. But guess what? They are using it against our leader and the legal team. And that is why I will refer you guys to our leader last broadcast 2 weeks before he was rendition. He mentioned the enemy within, and he said that the hard cause should remain focused. Don't shake. Now, have you now seen the enemy within? Have you now seen? Is it the first time I would have spoken in court? It's never the first time. It's never the first. I will play 2017 when I was speaking. I will play it for you guys, but it's coming just like for them to use this to lay a campaign against Nigeria state, but they are using it against our leader and our leader's lawyer. But I can't, the member of the public, go and see what is happening. Go to YouTube and see what is happening. People are shouting. Say, what? What? Go to YouTube. Those people that have big followers in YouTube that are speaking against Mazi Nnamdi before, now they are in favor of our leader. They are in favor of our leader. That our leader's statement has drawn a lot of sympathy. Say, what is going on? What kind of country is this? Even in Ngeria media, there was a program. I don't know that guy. That guy is not it's not an Igbo guy. That guy, he worked with Ngeria media. He was always against our leader. He anchored a program on it. Go and see what people are telling him. A lot of all of them. I said, no. Said that he cannot try Mazi Nnamdi, that the courts have said it. That Nigeria have to obey their own law. That's why I tell you guys, Ngonu, Ipob, Biafra is a spirit. If you think it's those that will save you, those you are looking upon, you think it is those people that will save you. that very day, those people that you hope on will disappoint you. Outsiders, other people will come to your rescue. This is what is happening. Now Nigerians are in favor, have attached sympathy on our leader. But if you see this APC move in IPOB telling you nobody knows that our leader went to court. If we see this APC move in IPOB telling you our leader is defending himself, that the lawyer are incompetency, that the lawyers are not qualified. Just because of what Ifeanyi Ejiofor told them. I will play the video. Then I say, please tag Lolo Uchechi and Lolo. Let him come. Often don't any advice. Often they may attack. Say next time, any advice. Lolo should come and listen now. So in case of next time, come do any advice. So up like 5%. It's also bad dollar. So let's continue listening to Soyinka.
Whether Nigeria has acted outside international law. That's one issue. The second issue, however, has to do with Kanu's conduct outside the nation. There's been a level of hate rhetoric, which is, for me, has been most unfortunate, issuing from Kanu outside. But for me, hate rhetoric is an issue which can only be judged by the laws of any nation. So we come back to the issue, was it right to have, for me, quote unquote, kidnapped? You can say intercepted as much as you want, but I think that Kanu was kidnapped, and that is wrong internationally and it's wrong morally.
And how would you advise the federal government to move forward? Talking about all this now, you've identified some pitfalls in the way that the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu has been handled, and also the way the DSS raided Sunday Igboho's house. For Nnamdi Kanu, for starters, how would you advise the federal government to move forward in terms of his trial and other things that will come up after now?
To answer that kind of question, we have to ask ourselves, what is the position mentally, spiritually, economically, politically? What's the state of mind, the collective state of mind of a vast section of this nation at the moment? And that state of mind is best described as distrust, total distrust. This government has earned itself, rightly or wrongly, that's for the government, that side to decide. But anybody who's telling this government that the people of this nation still trust it, I'm sorry, if the government believes that, it's really plunging this nation further into the abyss.
After raiding his home, the DSS had come out to say that Sunday Igboho is wanted and that he should turn himself in. What would you advise he does in this situation?
Well, my advice is not even so much Igboho, but to the government, that they should stop pursuing this person as a criminal, because you have begun by acting in a criminal fashion against him. Because if and when Igboho comes to trial, I guarantee you it's the government which will be very, very embarrassed. Very embarrassed. So it's not even in the interest of the government. I think they should just tell Igboho, we made a mistake. We should not have acted in this way. You are no longer wanted. Please go back to your home. In fact, escort him to his home, quietly, and let him resume his normal life. To declare him wanted. And again, this is another issue of language. I read in some papers, Igboho is in hiding. Well, but more accurately, he's probably just gone underground. to protect himself and perhaps to be able to continue his declared struggle. I'm not talking now about the secessionist aspect of the struggle. No, I'm talking about what Igboho came out to do, and which I believe is still his mission in this nation, to protect, defend his own people, and to let the aggressors know that they are not lords of this nation or any section of it, apart from what they are constitutionally entitled to. So I think the government, it's in no own interest. If you bring Igboho to trial, you're just going to get mud in your face, clearly. As far as I'm concerned, it's up to Igboho to decide. He knows what the circumstances were. He knows what happened before his people were killed. And he's the only one who can judge, who can decide for himself. I cannot advise him.
Some critics have said that the federal government was fast to arrest Nnamdi Kanu. But when we look at other issues like the bandits still ravaging the northwest and some part of the northeast, the kidnapping still ongoing, and also the issue with the Boko Haram. And you begin to ask that, how are they so fast and so quick to arrest? The situation with Ipob and Nnamdi Kanu and the others are still being left to go unchecked.
Yes. The government cannot wash itself clean of what seems to me a kind of comparative energy in pursuing the destabilizing, quote-unquote, forces in this nation. If I may take ourselves back, maybe you remember once when I threw a challenge to Buhari, and I said, what I expect from a commander-in-chief, from a true leader. And this is, early, in the sort of the malevolent activities of these groups. I say, what I expect, now that we've identified those who are killing farmers and taking their farms, occupying their villages, is to issue an order, give a deadline, an ultimatum, say that any illegal occupant of any villages, farms, and so on, is given 48 hours to quit. After which, the mightiest forces of this nation will be unleashed against them. Yeah, it was ignored. It's because I said so. Many other people have said so in different forms. But I'm coalescing, challenges which have been thrown to this government, say, just show leadership where it is essential. And so when years later, a head of state comes out and says, we will respond to these people in the language they understand. Now that is what I had expected him to say years ago, at the very beginning of the insurgency of the cattle people, especially as it was clear they were organized. And their leadership, the Maeti Allah, their leadership should have been arrested ages ago, long before Ipob was declared a terrorist organization. I have allied myself with those like Autumn and others who said that Maeti Allah should have been declared long before then a terrorist organization. And the evidence was there. A state governor passed a law for the protection of his own people and their productive means, their livelihood, their very dignity. And a group got up and said, if you don't rescind that law, we'll show you. You haven't seen anything yet. This is not an anonymous statement on internet. It was not fake news. The leadership of Maeti Allah actually threatened the government and have proceeded to put their money where their mouth is. Nothing has happened to them. We have not seen the same energy, the same deductive, organizational sleuthery mounted against these people. I'm not aware that even one of them has ever been called for questioning. And what did Igboho do? And they didn't even call him for questioning. They just attacked him in the middle of the night. I mean, illegally and constitutionally. So people are right to say there has been an unbalanced, unequal, and irregular approach to security enforcement in this nation.
What do you think will happen next? Do you see a situation where we'll have more Sunday Igbohos, more Nnamdi Kanus arising from the west, the east, the south?
We already have them. They exist inside, within, and they exist outside. It's not Igboho who's the issue. It's not Kanu who's the issue. It's a collective distrust, disenchantment. That's the word I want. Collective disenchantment with the conduct of this regime. And that's why I say it can only redeem itself. It can only reverse this downhill course it's embarked upon by now coming clean, trying to open a totally new page. Even forget the past. How do we move on from here? And so I want all this business, we met this and we do this by the self-excusing by Buhari. Yes, thank you. Take it for granted. You did not create Boko Haram. We accept it. You did not create Mayeti Allah. But what did you do about it? That is the question. Or what should you do from here on? It's the only way we'll save our sanity and also make the slightest progress. Otherwise, as I said before, all this language, all this discussion will be purely academic when, as the saying goes, hits.
So this much we can take from Soyinka. This video was 2022. He made this statement. And you will hear what Nobel winning literature said. So he said, Mietiela could have been declared a terrorist group long before even federal government with the shenanigans on IPOB. But guess what? Up to today, have they declared military terrorist group? The answer is no. Rather, they went on and formed their their spy squad, Mietiela Vigilante, that said they are going to spread it across Nigeria. Now, the northern governors are backing this man. But in our own case, our governors sit together and prescribe IPOB. And some of the politicians sit together again and want to go and kidnap our leader from Kenya. Now it tells you how evil some of Igbos are. But guess what? Iwe Chineke amala eme. Iwe Chineke amala eme. Iwe Chukwu amala onala eme. With their two naked eyes, they will see how our leader Mazi and Kanu will defeat all of them and come out. Because it is splitting. Soyinka said, when people know how our leader Mazi Kanu was brought to Nigeria, but when our leader break that news, the people that call themselves IPOB, they are using that statement against our leader and his team of lawyers. China someone kita on the underground, they stand there, go and attack. If I hear unfortunately or Cossack lawyer and on the underground, go and attack and also attack the White Council on media. Soyinka said, when people know Nantina Boyechi, then do you think that news or that or all that Awada said in the courts, do you think if Aloy say it, he will go wider more than Mazi Kanu himself? That's why I call Aloy Mako wise counsel. You know that let Mazi Kanu pronounce it first. Say it, and people will know what really happened. And that's why I always call on the Wanyan I know you are working for the youth of Mazi Kanu, but I have told you to organize a protest. Now, the deputy Ikapo said that they are not aware about our leaders' rendition to Nigeria, arrest, that they are not aware, that nobody should call Ikapo. Why we have not talked about that to ask Nigeria government, how do you blot Mazi Kanu? Now, Mazi Kanu himself have told the whole world that he was kidnapped in Kenya. Where are you? Kebino. Okay? Oboli is already president worldwide. No, we know. Kebino. These two statements, okay, is big enough. When we call Nigerian government attention, say no. This is injustice against my own people. It is obvious. But no, we can't say me. Since 1945. They said buying us. We can't say me since 1945 or even before 1945. Up to date. They start buying us. We can't say me. We can't say me. The more these people are buying some of you guys, over. Why I have told you. Use your office. I'm not asking you to come to work maybe one hour trekking or no. I'm not saying that. But you must use your office to organize a protest. To tell the whole world that the injustice done on Mazi Kanu is another pressure on government. And then you will still continue to do what you're doing. But you must use your office to organize a protest worldwide. Call on the church leaders, call on the traditional leaders. A peaceful protest. Let the world know. No, see that now. The world is telling people we must do it. You must. I am alone when them fine. But this has legitimate something equal to for other people that do not believe in what they're doing, it was okay, this man, yes. You must do it. Ipob came out and said that they are not aware about what happened to Mazi Kanu. Now, Mazi Kanu himself have told the whole world. I've told the whole world that he was kidnapped in Kenya. And it's against international law. It's against the treaty Nigeria signed. And no one can say me. No one can say me. No one can say me. And I'll go for no lazo. And I'll go only nazo. If you don't know. Now, let's go to Oyoselenka video again. The one he did on 19 of May 2024. I want you guys to follow. Follow us.
Some other guests of mine about the Civil War, more so because of your age. I would imagine you experienced the Civil War, and I know you've talked about it as well in other interviews you've given. How would you describe the Civil War that Nigeria went through 1967 to 1970? How would you describe it, Prof?
A waste, a total waste, a gross, costly error. It was an avoidable war. It was an unjust war. And I said so at the time, as you probably know, and I was appalled by the fact that we went to war so easily. I should explain that I believe very much in the right of self-determination. Otherwise, what was independence all about? what's the entire struggle for liberation on the African continent all about, if it is not about the right of people to determine their own destiny? And to find us fighting a war to preserve the demarcations inflicted on us by foreign intruders was for me an act of abject mental enslavement. It was surrendering our will and the readiness to go to war and lose close to 2 million people to preserve something which was imposed on us by total aliens. Was for me a humiliating fact. It is worse than a crime.
Let me say something quick before I forgot, For those of us who don't understand much what he said, well, Professor, first of all, that number you put was below the number of people that was spy in that war. It's up to 3-point-something million people, Professor. So in case of next time, Professor, now Soyinka is saying that for a Nigerian government to buy people, almost 2 million people, just to protect what Westerners planted an area, say it was an insult. And man, I'm saying this just because of what the Westerners, their interest, you want to protect their interest, then you start buying your own people. Soyinka told them that's an insult, it's not good. And tell me what Sawada is saying, preaching. This is what Mazi is preaching. And he said that he believed in self-determination. And what Sawada is doing? Self-determination. So, Bintanyako, you're wasting your time. Mazi have defeated you guys in the court. In Abia High Court, he defeated you guys there. Enugu High Court, he defeated you guys there. Even in Appeal Court, the same thing. In Supreme Court, everything was in favor of him. But just because the Nigerian government, the state, they know what they are doing. But as Arola said, that he will use his mouth and bring Nigeria to their nail. And he's doing that. Let's continue listening to Soyinka. Thank you. Please hit the like button as you come in. Hit the like button and share the program. If you are watching from the Facebook, please hit the like button, share the program, please. Thank you.
Against ourselves, it was a denial of who we were as creatures of reason, of volition, of self-determination. It made nonsense, in fact, of what I considered we were. So, and the consequences are still with us till today.
I know you've met some Chief Odumegwu Ojukwu when you met him when he was alive.
Ojukwu, yes.
Yes, the General Ojukwu. What was your? How would you describe him? Obviously, he's the one that led the Biafra war on the Biafra side of things. What kind of a person was he when he was alive? Your interaction with him?
Yeah. A mixture. He was very conscious of his class. I mean, he belonged to an affluent. He had an affluent father. He was a business person. He was into the best schools for education. I can't recall whether he went to Oxford. I think he went to Oxford. And when he came back, we met as young people. He was older than I was, of course. And at the beginning, I didn't even like him at all. And that's before I went away. He was very class conscious,
Yes.
Rich, wealthy. He drove a sports car. Me, I trundled along on my father's ancient rally bicycle. I remember very well.
Yes.
And we used to meet the same area. We had mutual friends.
Yes.
But when he came back, and this happened to so many young people, you can have a very frivolous, uncaring youth, and an issue comes up, which will affect you, and there's a transformation. And so he definitely had he felt a sense of mission. He became totally committed, to the Biafran cause. And he tried to rise to that occasion as fast, and as determinedly as he could. I thought for somebody with that background and with those challenges, he didn't do too badly. He made some terrible decisions, I believe. He also had to accept responsibility for the entire scenario, going to war. After Aburi, there was a chance that the country could have moved more, a little bit more apart, rather than stick with the kind of regimentation there. And all the leadership at that time, in fact, were culpable. But in my view, we on the federal side had a greater culpability.
Yes. So, I mean, he talks of the decisions he made, they were terrible, sir. When you compare that to people like Nnamdi Kanu today, Nnamdi Kanu, people like Nnamdi Kanu trying to resurrect that Biafra spirit, what would you say, or what would your advice to people like Nnamdi Kanu, the Yoruba nation, those people that are agitating for a split from Nigeria? What would your advice or suggestion be to them from your experience?
Well, the first thing I have to say is this, that I said at the time, and this was what got me into serious trouble, because they felt that by making such statement, in fact, it was singled out. Making such a statement, I was trying to demoralize the federal side and actively promoting the Biafran cause. When I said and I wrote, I said, you cannot defeat Biafra. I said, and people thought I was merely talking of the, they took a very simplistic approach to understanding that. They thought I was talking about the battlefield, on the battlefield. Well, that was involved as well. Because when the people are determined, they are willing to sacrifice anything to preserve their identity. When they feel they are on a righteous cause, it's difficult to defeat them.
Yes.
If there's any, shall we say, military defeat, it's only temporary. The real issue remains unsolved. I mean, that's a lesson of history all over the world.
Yes.
And so when I made that statement, I was saying the Biafra, that notion, that concept, and all that it involved, both antecedents and the present, and also, in fact, including the future. Seeing what the people who are determined to go on their own, seeing what they could become. That is part and parcel of the cause. And when you have that kind of binding combination of different causes, it's very difficult to defeat them. And so Nnamdi Kanu represents that concept. He is one of the younger generation who inherited a burden of defeat, of resentment, and a determination, in their view, not to make the mistakes of even their predecessors. They have a new will, they have a new understanding of history. The only problem I had with was the language which Nnamdi Kanu used over Radio Biafra. I listened to some of it, very incendiary, yes, and also disrespectful, I thought, of even his own people.
I do agree with
the language. I don't want to go into details, but all you have to do is listen to it. So what is represented, in fact, I used a certain expression in recent contributions. What we fought for, those of us who stood on that side, we fought for a Biafra of conscience. And for me, that's very critical. And people like Nnamdi Kanu should not, or Ipob for that matter, or Mazi, whatever, should not act against what I call the core of our humanity, which is one of conscience. So yes, because for me nothing surprised me at all. In fact, it just surprised me that it took so long that the Biafra resurrection to take place in terms of consciousness. Nothing surprised me.
Yeah, would you say there are similarities with the Yoruba nation and the way they've been treated? So, for example, you have the way Nnamdi Kanu was treated, or he's being treated. Nnamdi Kanu is still in prison, DSL jail. Whereas you have the Yoruba nation leader, he was released a few months ago. So would you say there are similarities or differences to these two movements?
It's a mistake keeping Nnamdi Kanu in prison, I believe. To have, in fact, kidnapped him. There's no other word in the first place.
That's true.
He had a right to pursue his cause anywhere he wanted. He was never accused of physically bombing any place, killing any place. Language, yes, was incited, no question at all about that. But you don't arrest, you don't kidnap people. Buhari seemed to have an obsession with kidnapping people. You know, that seemed to be his trademark.
Modus operandi.
It's like couldn't fulfill himself unless it put somebody in a crate and brought them back. And I think that politically speaking, if they have any real charges against him, well, since he's in their hands, they should try him. All these technical postponements, delays, these tactics of just of avoiding the basic issue, for me, it is counterproductive.
Yes. I want to talk about
So, my people, this interview was just a few days ago, 19 May 2024. And what he said here, I think I disagree a lot of what he said here. You know, people say that the only thing that is constant in life is change. For what he said here, I disagree. In as much he's trying to dance again to say something in favor of our leader Mazi and Kanu, but he said a lot of things that I did not agree with. First of all, he talked about Ojukwu. We say say initially they don't like Ojukwu this way. The same way, Mazi and Kanu, initially a lot of people don't like our leader, but today they love him because he's preaching the gospel. He's telling the world the truth. Professor, he said initially, Ojukwu say he didn't line with you. And he talked the same thing with our leader. He's broadcasting on Radio Biafra, But today, a lot of people love him because he said the truth. We are the wounded lion, and we are fighting back to survive. Nigeria state have marked us to terminate us. They call us the dots. Did they call your people the dots? They have doing all kind of things to make sure they wipe us out from our own motherland. Everything in your land in Lagos, you are enjoying it, and it was taken from our land, from our own land. There's no seaport in our land, but there's almost little seaport in Lagos International Airport too. And who are the people that control the economy? We. But your people are reaping the benefit, everything. And you expect Mazi not to be angry the way you speak? And a lot of people, 99.9 Nigerians, have understood what our leader said. They know he said the fact, and he opened a lot of people's eyes. In fact, he has planted a lot of seed in people across Igbo land, across Africa. And again, he's talking about Biafra of conscience, that. Well, we don't care about Biafra of conscience. We want Biafra land. I show our motherland there. This is Biafra. We worship in our own land. We become what we want to become in our own land. Now you say that that was what you said during the time of war, and put into trouble. That's why you don't want to say anything anymore. And again, it's an insult for you to say, since they have him, let them try him. If they have anything, How will you say a thing like this? A professor. So how will you say this like this? Why can't you use your mouth and say they kidnapped him? So you want to judge on your illegality. And you know that extraordinary rendition is a war crime. Going to another land to kidnap someone to brought him in your country without due process is a crime. And you are saying that he should be tried. So you are more than this. You are more than this. That's why I said, my people, you see life, only change is constant. Change is constant. Soyinka told Nigeria that Awada was kidnapped. And the same man that was kidnapped, you are saying that they should try him. And you understood very well that it's against the law, against the treaty Nigeria signed. People are changing. I don't want to insult you, because after when they'll say, oh, Ipob, yeah. No. But I'm telling you that this your last interview. It's a shameful outing. Knowing full well that Nigeria went to another land to kidnap someone and brought him in the land, not following due process, and you want to try illegality upon illegality. I know if we were a court in Nigeria, I've said that no court in Nigeria should try him. Any court that want to try is out of a terrorist. Now you are saying with your mouth. So in case it's very shameful, okay? It's very, very shameful. Anyway, thank you for the good one you said before. I got neighbor also. So my people, this is Mazi, so please. As you are watching me, please hit your like button and share the program. If you are watching from Facebook, hit the like button and share the program. And if you have not subscribed on our YouTube, please subscribe on our YouTube at Ikechukwu Ezumezu. Please go and subscribe. It's very important. And I have a page, Mazi Ezumezu. Please go and follow me there. It's very important so that we have multiple platforms. When this one is closed, we'll use other one. It's very, very important, please. It's very, very important. Now, I want you guys to tag Lolo. But before I talk about law, about the sack lawyer, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, the attack on our Wise Council, I want to bring out a video about Udele Chukwuka. You people who are dealing with me that I said it sometime ago that if our leader was outside, Mazi Nnamdi would campaign for his release. I said it. Not that our leader love his attitude, but the law they used to hold him is against his rights, against his fundamental rights. The law they use to hold him is injustice. It's what Mazi Nnamdi is fighting. I said it. Now, they have transferred the case to Lagos. And guess what? What happened? You know, I'm not. I don't feel bad about it, but what they are doing is the right thing to do. They are fighting the system because the system is so corrupt. Okay, but in as much you are fighting the system, you should not be selective. It should not be selective the one you want to fight because it's involved these people. Then you will gain they are nobody. No, the other one. Okay, no. Corruption is corruption anywhere, any day. So the case of Udene was moved to Lagos because that's where he committed the crime against Kobe. And 30 lawyers came for the defense of Udene. 30 lawyers came to his defense, including Falala, senior advocate, son Falala. So I'm not bitter that Falala or whatever, went to defend Udene for under a fundamental human rights. No, I appreciate it. It's okay. But what I am sad of, since further I know that Udene fundamental rights has been breached, that you want to fight for the justice. Falala, how about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case? How about his case? So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case is fundamental right cannot breach. How about the treaty Nigeria signed have not breached? But guess what, my people? Just let me tell you, the people, we must be honest to ourselves first. You see all those sand. Yeah, Mazi, Mazi Alize Chukwu, and they will good evening from here. You're welcome, Mazi. You see all those sand, all those big sand you're hearing. Listen, they have something with Nigeria government. They are working together. All those big sound you are hearing, forget that they will come to TV, they will talk tough, talk this, talk that, talk that. At the end of the day, anything they have, they went to business to Nigeria government. Now, Federal came out with 30 lawyers to defend fundamental right of Chukwuka Ofebu. I'm not sad because I believe that corruption is corruption anywhere, any place. I am not in support of Udene, but what you said with his man and everything. I'm not so, but the system they used to want to hold him down, it's not the right thing. They're supposed to follow the law and deal with him. So Falala now came to the courts with, I will play the video, with 30 lawyers to defend him. My people, guess what? Do you know why Falala get involved in that? Fundamental, they have breaches fundamental rights. No. Do you know why? Because it's a case against Igbo people, against Igbo man. It's a case against Igbo man. That is why. And you know that at the end of the day, money will come out. Father, about the case about Nigeria and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, why can't you go and defend the woman, his human rights? They deny him his medical attention. They breach the treaty. The evil courts in Nigeria say that they should free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Supreme Court discharge him. Father, you have never one day come to court with your 30 lawyers to defend the rights of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But this case is against Igbo man, under Igbo man, and you want to shine. You want to shine. You want to know at the end of the day, money will come out. You see, our people, Igbos, I know why. Ebukobi, fine, whatever that guy did, I'm not in support of it, but it could have deal with him with law. It will have deal with him with law. Now, what you guys trying to do now, you guys want to make him more popular. Again, more popular. But that is not the issue. But the good side, another good side of it, that he have tested that bad water that is talking against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, leave him. Lapia. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, Lapia. Today, even tomorrow, even if tomorrow they release him, he has tested that corruption. It's people that are telling him, lie down, like someone like Blessedon, Henry Chimezie, Dibia Konanketa. All of them are starting abusing Nigeria now. Playing music, fella music, zombie, zombie. They have seen what Mazi Kanu is fighting against. Now, without not wasting on your time, let's go to the video. Let's go to the video. I hope it's I have land to pay this thing. Hold on, beer fans. I hope not this thing there, but okay. Yeah, I have it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Okay. Let's listen.
Oh, go ahead now. No problem. Yeah, they don't fail. They don't fail. Don't worry. Don't worry. No, these are lawyers to enforce. They are watching brief to enforce fundamental human rights violation. They're here to enforce violation of fundamental human rights. 30 lawyers to violate human rights.
Yeah.
So I was saying something.
Where is Toby? Oh, go ahead now. No problem. Yeah, they don't fail. They don't fail. Don't worry. Don't worry. No, these are lawyers to enforce. They are watching brief to enforce fundamental human rights violation. They're here to enforce violation of fundamental human rights. 30 lawyers to violate human rights.
So I was saying something.
Where is Toby now?
So my people, I hope you guys have seen the video. You see the father, and the voice we are hearing is Omo Showole, is one that made the video. No, I have no grudges. I have no hard feelings that they want to fight for the fundamental human rights. After all, this is what Mazi Kanu stand for. This is what Mazi Kanu is fighting for. That's why I told you guys, if Mazi Kanu is out, our leader will do what? We speak for him. The same way Mazi Kanu speak for Dansuki. The same way Mazi Kanu speak for that Islamic leader in the north. What is his name? The same way he speak for him. The same way he speak for a lot of people in prison. So our leader will also speak for him. Say, no, you have breached his fundamental human rights. No. But the point I'm pointing that, you know, Mazi Nnamdi fundamental rights have been breached. Why didn't you be in Abuja with 30 lawyers? Why didn't you be in Abuja with 30 lawyers? Why? Because you select the one you feel that you want to shine with. Because it involves individual, an Igbo man versus Igbo man. Igbo man versus Igbo man. Why can you we're doing ourselves? I don't want to waste time on this topic. Now, I will appear also. Now, I want you people to listen to the SAC lawyer, Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Please, it is time to tag our lawyer, Uchechi Kanu. I want you guys to come to listen what he said. It's very important. Okay. Okay. Here we go.
Okay, go ahead. I'll come in somewhere.
Okay, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, please, can you introduce yourself?
Do I still need introduction? Yeah, fine. My name is Ifeanyi Ejiofor. So I'm the lead counsel to Indigenous Club, Ipob worldwide.
Okay. Please, can you tell us what has
First of all, this man is not ashamed of himself. You are sad. Who made you leading counsel for Indigenous People of Biafra? Who made you that? Who? Who made you that? You see, my people, this is what we are talking about, this enemy, the enemy within this cabals. Chika Paul Edozie make enemy at the gates. This kind of, they want to challenge Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Who made Ifeanyi Ejiofor the leading counsel of IPOB? What is the difference? What is the difference between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB? And first of all, who brought Ifeanyi Ejiofor into IPOB? Who? It's not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Who sacked him? It's not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then who is playing this game? Challenging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, tell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, okay, he sacked him, no problem. He can also be answering the leading counsel. He can also be handling the case of Benjamin Madibugo. But my people, guess what? You see, these are the men that are planning a lot of things against our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that don't even want people to even go to the courts. But get what? This interview, it was because Benjamin Madibugo went to court on 22nd or 22nd or 21st. But do you know that Benjamin Madibugo and Blight Chimezie and the athlete, do you hear about the court case? Nobody was there, nothing. But these are the people, trying to make sure people don't go to Abuja to stand with our leader. That's why I told you guys, that onye aka ndị na-alụ ite, onye aka ịkpa na-eme gịnị ha na-alụghasị. If you say your brother, the enemy that bought your brother will not even trust you. They are trying to pull our leader down. They are trying to make sure people, Biafras, don't go to Abuja. But on this case, nobody was there. Nobody was there. Nobody was there. It was only Benjamin Madibugo and Blight Chimezie and the what's the other guy's name? And the lawyers, Ifeanyi Ejiofor. It was there, you know. Yeah, Mazi Ogolo, Italian coordinator, you are here and making ego, sir. Ndewo, Mwachineke. Mazi Ogolo, Italian national coordinator, said that it's a leading council to Biafra community under Chika Paul Edoziem. Yes, Mazi, you're right. Mazi, you're right. Yes, you're right, Mazi. This Mazi Ogolo, Italian national coordinator, is a leading council to Biafra community under Chika Paul Edoziem, enemy at the gate. My people, on that day, nobody was in the court. Nobody. But guess what? You remember previously, people always go to the court to also stand with them. But they are trying to destroy our leader to make sure that nobody, but people went, the whole world is talking about it, but their own they want to handle, nobody knows. Talking with FUNMN. Let's listen. Tax law Uche Kanu. In case of next time, na radio because do advice. Yeah, let's continue. Let's listen to what he said
today in court case of Mazi and Kanu co-defendants.
Okay, today the criminal charge filed against Rashimezia, Benjamin Madibugo and we came up today. Of course, you remember that the matter came up last on 5th of December 2022 for ruling on application challenging the decision of the court to control hearing the matter because the facts giving rise to the alleged offense also took place in Nnamdi State. So we are urging the court, based on the letter of authority of the court, that High Court's Abuja is not the proper position or court forum to attend the hear the charge. So our objection was heard and adjourned for ruling on 5th. Another 5th of December 2022, the court said, and the view of the file, there's a pending appeal, or the pending appeal at the time, and on that day, that you adjourn the matter sine die, await the outcome of the Supreme Court decision on the main appeal. So against our judgment of 20th of October 2022. So that's what actually happened. Then during this intervening period, when appeal judgment has been delivered on the 15th of December 2023, we got a notification from courts that the matter has been scheduled to commence hearing for today. So we were in court today, and incidentally, the defendants were also in court. And the federal government had equally briefed a new lawyer to take over the prosecution of the matter. So we informed the court today that the matter was originally adjourned for ruling. So before the lordship decided to adjourn the matter sine die to await the outcome of the Supreme Court decision. However, that issues canvassed before the Supreme Court does not affect our objection, because our objection on jurisdiction was part of the issue determined by a Court of Appeal, in judgment of October 20th, last 2022. So, which was not appealed against by the federal government. So, as such, that judgment is still binding on the Federal High Court. So, the lordship directed us to file a first application in that regard and serve on necessary parties and come back on July 4th for hearing. So, that is summary of actually what transpired today. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Biafrans, for having me once again. Thank you.
Yeah, we had.
Now, Biafra, let me interject here. Biafra, do you know even this case is related to our leader's case? This case is related to our leader's case. But let me not dive into it first. Now, he said the case was meant to pronounce judgment, but it had been adjourned again. Now go and ask these people. I think they say this guy is not all and all. All and all, not Kemenka. This is the case since 2016 up to today. And I may join. Biakwata Abiyechi. While Alaji Marco is uprooting these people from the bottom, from the taproot. So why didn't Ifeanyi Ejiofor free Benjamin Matubugu from the case and Black Chimezie? Why? But they will use this chat media worms. Like I have a brother here, Pius Chibozo, asking if that Apple South Africa is a coordinator. Chibuzie Guato in South Africa. They made him a coordinator. Who made him a coordinator? It was deputy to Chikapore Dozemu, Tones Lumike. It was on Radio Biafra. They made him a coordinator in South Africa. And he went back to consult a meeting in the unit. Nobody came to that unit. And they asked him if he venture came on their meeting day, they will beat hell out of him. And he never attended the meeting. The guy that is in charge in that unit is Olewe. He's still a coordinator. But yes, they made him a coordinator on Radio Biafra. So officially, Tones Lumike made him a coordinator. So you are right. The answer is yes. But the people say they don't want to see him in the unit. He never for one day consult a meeting. Olewe is the coordinator there in South Africa. So I think I've answered your question. So now, but Ifeanyi Ejiofor, I think they say you are all and all. You will master up the game. The sack law Ifeanyi Ejiofor will okay na atago na afugo onu. Okay na atago na afugo onu. This man up. Let's continue listening to him. It's really important.
Tanyoko, the presiding judge, said re-edit and refile application. So in essence, all those applications that were okayed by the appeal court and the Supreme Court would be put away.
No, look at what happened. Let me explain this to you. You see, this application is governed by a different set of facts. What's the fulcrum of objection before the court was on the fact that the allegation of facts, the fact constituting the allegation, level against the persons are mentioned in the charge, to wit, Chimezia, Chidebelon, Benjamin Matubugu, and David Nwabisi, emanated from several affairs that happened in Anambra State. So we are telling the court that this court as constituted has no jurisdiction to determine the matter arising from this charge, because we have Federal High Court in Anambra State that can competently adjudicate the matter. So now, that was part of the issues we raised in our objection on our appeal before the Court of Appeal during the Nnamdi Kanu's case, during the appeal that we filed challenging the return of the 8-count charge in Nnamdi Kanu's matter. So, and the court also resolved that issue in our favor. Court of Appeal also resolved that issue in our favor. At the point the federal government filed appeal against the Court of Appeal to Supreme Court, it wasn't part of the issues they listed for determination. Am I making sense? So now, it thereby follows that the decision of the Court of Appeal on that issue still subsists because it hasn't been set aside, it was not challenged. So, and by virtue of the principle that is binding on the Federal High Court as it stands today. So, what you need to do is just to, in line with the direction of His Lordship, to refile the application, and obviously, in view of the fact that the new law is just coming in, and also attach the law, the judgment of the Court of Appeal, possibly is beat the notice of appeal they filed in that regard, to show the court that it wasn't part of the issue they challenge at the Supreme Court, so that the court will make a ruling on that. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, that's okay. The next adjourned date is on the
4th of July 2024.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Hope you do. Do you have any other question?
Could you lay more?
You can see the guy is done. He said, "Do you have any other more question?" This is the plan B because he want to talk about our leader court case. He want to use this opportunity to attack Aloy Ejimakor. The guy is done, so he's managing the guy. Okay, do you have any other more question? But let's listen. Can I get the answer?
More emphasis on the last time during the last adjourned date some time ago, the defendants, the quadro defendants were asked to be making appearances respectively where they are domiciled, state police, if I'm not mistaken. Is that still existing? Is it still going on?
No, because that directive was taken by events.
Okay.
It was always in court at any point in time the courts wanted to be here. That's the most important thing. The essence of bail is to ensure that defendants in this instance is always in court.
Okay.
So that's the most important thing. And they're always in court. Anytime the matter comes up, they're here because, of course, we know they have no case. There are no case before the court. Okay. So, and I believe at the fullest of time they will be discharged and acquitted.
Okay.
So that can assure you of that.
Okay. As an aside, how is our leader, Nnamdi Kanu?
He's doing fine. You saw him yesterday. He was in court.
Okay.
He's doing fine. So, okay. Doing fine. And the matter is going on. He's doing fine. He was in court yesterday.
Yeah.
So, now, of course, I'm no longer part of the case. And so we've done our part. Earlier indicated. I've been here for a period of 9 years. So at least I've done my own part and then have to move on. So allow other of my colleagues to continue. And I believe they're doing the needful. So thank you.
Okay.
Now, unfortunately, I don't want to comment about the proceeding before the court on them. What's going on there? Because having been debriefed from handling the matter, I don't think I'm competent to comment on what's going on. You can understand that for some time I've not been writing about the outcome, proceedings, or irregularities, or probably some dramas going on in the courts because I choose not to write about it. It's an eyesore that I don't want to comment on that. Thank you.
That's okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You can see that he choose not to talk about it. The drama that is going on in the courts is an eyesore. You don't want to talk about it. But he went ahead and talked about it. It's an eyesore. The glamour that's going on in the courts. Lolo, I hope you are listening. Tomorrow you come on to say you want to advise Mazi legal team for them to be focused. And you will place Ezekome. You will place Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Bia willing to okay ndị iwe okwu tata. Bia willing to okay ndị iwe ọ na-ekwu. Anyị na-ejikwa ogwu na-eji ọfọ. Ka anyị na-aga. Let's listen to him.
Like what really happened this day, which me personally, which I'm not a lawyer, I'm not into anything like law. Which I was a little bit downhearted when I saw Oliver defending himself in the court. Being a lawyer, at least I would also want you to throw more light on that issue.
Right, you want to drag me out from where I don't want to come out.
Please.
I said actually, I do not want to comment about the proceedings in that's what I'm not in Kanu's case. However, what happened yesterday is an eyesore and an abomination. Because I can't imagine a client who someone is defending addressing at the same time addressing court by himself. I don't think it's happened. So, and they shouldn't be allowed to continue because it shows in totality that he has assumed the position of a lawyer.
Yes.
And when a client assumes the position of a lawyer from the top, what it means that he has no confidence or the credibility or competence of those representing the situation. And so something must be done about it.
That's how I felt.
Because the essence of bringing a lawyer to handle a matter for you is that the person should be the mastery of law. The person should know it all. And so and the person should be in a position to defend you. So not you doing otherwise. So it's not encouraged and it's forbidden under our practice.
Yeah.
It's clearly forbidden under practice. A client who is being charged for an offense to stand in court to defend himself is not allowed. So by our law. And I believe the team will look into it and see how to go about it. But I believe they have all it takes to defend it. And so now they are in position of the file and the facts about the case. Thank you.
Yeah, because what I saw yesterday was the accused person carrying files like a lawyer. When I see you guys coming to the court, you see the volume of files.
I said it's abominable.
Yeah, because I saw
it's abominable on that.
Papers and thereabout.
Everything about a matter coming up for hearing before court supposed to be discussed during what they call pre-trial conference.
Exactly.
Then when you come to court, the ruling in which your right to defend you to a lawyer.
Exactly.
Then it's only in exceptional circumstances that you be called upon. Probably you want to tell the court one thing, not to address the court on issues of law. So, and for him to mount the dog and start addressing the court, referring to laws, is something I consider very serious. And I believe, and also my advice to his formidable team, is that they should look into it and ensure that such thing never happen. This is my comment from sideline because it's an abomination and it's an eyesore. So I don't think throughout the period defended Nnamdi Kanu for a period of 9 years. At any point in time, address court on law. At all. The court will only ask him, "How are you doing, Mazi? I hope you're fine," and all these things. "How are you doing? I hope you're feeling you well. I hope you are taking care of you." We now make a personal complaint to the court on his personal experience, personal issues, concerns, not on law. So that's the only thing. Not to address court on law when we are there. It hasn't happened. So I'm not actually trying to impugn the credibility or competence of those handle the matter, but there are serious issues of concern raised by the outings of yesterday, and my advice to them that they have to look inward and find what is of the have to. Thank you. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Chineke kpọọ gị ọkụ. Ifeanyi Ejiofor, Chineke kpọọ gị ọkụ mgbọsị eke mgbọsị onye mgbọsị nkwọ. Asị na Igbo na-azụ Chukwu okike abịa ya akpọ gị ọkụ. Chukwu okike abịa ma ya akpọ gị ọkụ. We know all your plans. After all, your spokesperson, Chibuze Guatu, have been telling us your evil plans and everything. That you guys will never allow Ejimako to succeed. But with your own eyes, you will see how Chukwu Abiyama will disgrace you people. You see, you have started coming out to expose yourself. I have been in the courts. I have had case. Even when after my lawyer defended me, even the judge asked me, "Do you have anything to say? Do you have anything again you want to add?" I stand up and I said something. And I believe that's what happened. And you can see what Mazi was saying, educating Bintanyako, and Bintanyako was also responding to him. Go on, we find I want to play a video in 2017 where Mazi can also speak. No, a lot of people tell him to hold on. I want to also play. Because our leader Mazi has been speaking from day one. He's a freedom fighter. Do you think because you put on black, you are more educated than him? You think if he study law, he can withstand him? And no fear.
That he is mad. He cannot tell me. He cannot tell me. He's a madman. He appoints judges. Buhari has been appointing judges in this country. He should stop integrating judges. That is rubbish. People can have it. I will not have it. I won't have it. I will not have it. Buhari can intimidate judges, not me. Get me nonsense. They are killing my people. Okay. After killing my people, you tell me to tell the secret. The person is mad. Completely mad. There's a contempt of court proceedings here. Contempt of court. They don't obey court order. They don't obey court order. You're telling me secret prayer. Well, I'm going to back. Rubbish. The was supposed to be born. Rubbish. Rubbish.
So, if I age of 4, let me bring you up more. This was December 2016. When the same Kangolo was playing, Onyendu provoke and starts addressing the courts, start talking. The same thing is telling Bintanyako. Onyendu is telling Bintanyako again. He educated Bintanyako, telling him that he need to obey the judgment from Supreme Court. Telling him that even the court in Nigeria said that he did not jump bail. The same way Onyendu is telling Buhari that he cannot jail him, that he cannot obey court order. The same thing Onyendu is telling Bintanyako again. If you look at Chineke isi ekpọrọ ọkụ Ifeanyi Ejiofor, if you look at Chineke isi ekpọrọ ọkụ, whatever you think you guys will do, you and the coming, bring it out. Mazi has to say, bring it out. If you guys succeed, that means that OPK Chuku is not existing. Bring it out. Whatever thing, because your spokesperson, Chibuze Guato, say that you people will not be alive and see Alo Ejimako succeed. Is that what he said? He said that you people will almost make sure that Alo Ejimako did not succeed. But we don't care. We don't care. So, Lolo, I hope Nina Ifeanyi Ejiofor, he plays just here, cascade was here, the legal team. I hope Nina Ifeanyi Ejiofor, because when they go, I need you cook Ejiofor. I need you Ejiofor. Lolo, I'm a papago. I need you Ejiofor. All masses knows Negunwe. I need you Ejiofor. This Ifeanyi Ejiofor is out of this case. Why must he come on media to castigate Mazinanka legal team? Telling the whole world, says an eyesore. And this was the message he passed to this checkered media one. Go to their Facebook accounts. Go and see what they are saying. The same nonsense the annual fair can want to preach to. Because they tell them what to do. When they tell them, they say, okay, go. No. And they think I told. Now, that is why at the end of the day, their spokesperson is telling Biafran that Onyendu case has become unpopular. Better about Benjamin Modibo and Kagaba, the Alpha, and women Agaba there. So people should want this annual Chineke Yapoko, if I hear for. Lord, go and warn him. Let him stay out of Onyendu case. Let him put his mouth where it belongs to. Not young ebe usara akwa. Na chilo ebe usara akwa. Na young ya na nga. Gwakwu ya lolo. Gwakwu ya. Before Chineke akpọ gị ọkụ Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Gwakwu ya lolo. Now, Biafrans, I have played the video where you see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu do what? Spoke. So we just let Lolo know to advise him. Okay? Now let's see a lot of the message they passed to this checkered media one. What they are saying. Because I told you guys that Ifeanyi Ejiofor is paying them. Hold on. Okay. Also, let's to listen.
denial, pretending that all is well, pretending that you can't see what is going on. The case of Mazi Nnamdi can have become unpopular. The case of Mazi Nnamdi can have become unpopular simply because the professional hands, GBA, they have removed their hands. And now unprofessional people that believe Mama put to a day press release, post on Facebook. That's what will make people. How many people is talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case?
Okay.
How many people?
Okay.
Manono Makona did before. Tell yourself the truth. When you are called, you are called. Onya wabo ife na choka people water. Onyo obuna nweli ife Chineke.
I stop for this time of Chineke ya boko. Upon the that the case of Mazi Nnamdi is becoming unpopular because non-professional people are handling it. But I have responded to him before. All the mainstream newspaper in Nigeria, from Vanguard to Guardians to Sun, all the newspaper, even foreign newspaper, they carry the news. All the mainstream TV, AIT, NTA, Channels TV, Arise, they all carry the news. People, normal individual, you know, in the street, they are talking about it. I will play the evidence here. So this APC Mo in IPOB, he knows what he's doing. That is why I told you guys when he announced that it's no more IPOB. That was a miscalculated attempt. And when they realized the mistake, they said, no, come back, because you cannot do the job more effective if you're outside. You have to be inside. That's why it was inside. Today, he's telling you guys it's no more IPOB media warrior. He's defendant of Chika Poledoze's leadership. I want you to see how this guy is operating, to know that this guy is underpaid master. Now, let's start playing the videos from Channel TV or AIT. Also now, our other court case is unpopular. Let's start playing for him what they are talking about it. Now, I don't want to go on newspaper. Let me play the TV alone. Now, this is Channel.
The detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mr. Nnamdi Kanu, is received by friends and family members as he arrives to court for the ruling on his application to be transferred from the custody of the Department of State Services to Kuje Prison, as well as his fresh bail application. However, the trial judge, Justice Binta Nyako, dismissed his application, stating that Mr. Kanu had earlier jumped the bail granted him and escaped out of the country. Justice Nyako added that the sureties who stood for him in the earlier bail had applied to be discharged and had been discharged on the ground that they could not locate Kanu and did not know his whereabouts. The judge also disagreed with Mr. Kanu's lead counsel that the Supreme Court held that the earlier bail granted him ought not to have been revoked, adding that she had perused the Supreme Court's judgment and did not see the claim of the lawyer. Shortly after the ruling, a visibly angry Nnamdi Kanu berated counsel to the federal government, Mr. Adeboyega Womolo, for perpetrating an act of illegality in a bid to prosecute him, insisting that no court in Nigeria can try him.
Section 2, subsection 3F of Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act. That's what it says. Any court considered to try me is committed an act of terrorism. Yes. Very clear. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then come to try that very person is not done anywhere in the world. So you must be aware of that. So that is why there is all these ridiculous delays. That is what Supreme Court said. I did not jump bail. My home was invaded. They came to kill me and I survived. They came to Kenya to kidnap me, brought me back to this country and seeking to try me, which the law says cannot happen.
His counsel speaks after the day's proceedings.
What led to all these problems is the refusal of the court to obey or implement, for want of a better word, to implement the ruling of the Supreme Court that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never jumped bail, that he was driven into exile by the actions of the prosecution, and therefore the ruling by the court that he jumped bail shouldn't have been made. So, ordinarily, we expected that this court would have just followed suit by restoring his bail, but it didn't happen. So now the court that's not what the Supreme Court said. So we're going to look at that. We're going to go home as a legal team and ruminate over this and come out with a legal response to this anomaly.
The case has been adjourned to June 19th for trial. The case has been adjourned to June 19th for trial.
Home as a legal team and ruminate.
So, Biafrans, I want you guys to take a look at the microphones that is before the Vice Council Alej Marco. These are the TV channels, the mainstream media in Nigeria. You can see NTA there, you can see AIT there, you can see Channel there, you can see Arise TV there, even 141 is there. But this South Africa, APC more in IPOB is telling you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case has become unpopular, and those zombies that are following him are telling him lie down. But the microphones which are there, even BBC no there. Look at how many microphones. The mainstream media in Nigeria. I'm not talking about the newspapers. Now, the one thing that Alej Marco are able to establish fully is the freedom of press in our leader case. Our leader can be able to speak in the court, speak to press too. But during the time of Ifeanyi Ejiofor, no way. It's time to cage Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even some of the files, some of the documents is the one they want our leader to see. They will allow DSS to give it to our leader. But today, Onyendu is full loaded with his documents. Now, let me also bring AIT on. You guys should tag South Africa, APC Mo in IPOB. Tag Yania. Now, this is AIT. AIT.
Tried in Nigeria. That's the law of Nigeria. I can never be tried in any court of law in Nigeria. That's what the law says. Anybody standing in trial or coming to try me is a terrorist. That's what their law says.
Section
not me.
As simple as that.
Section 2, subsection 3F of Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act. That's what it says. Any court considered to try me is committed an act of terrorism.
Yes.
Very clear. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then come to try that very person is not done anywhere in the world. So you must be aware of that. So that is why there is all these ridiculous delays. That is what Supreme Court said. I did not jump bail. My home was invaded. They came to kill me and I survived. They came to Kenya to kidnap me, brought me back to this country and seeking to try me, which the law says cannot happen. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then hope to stand on that illegality to conduct a trial. Is not done anywhere in the world. I'm having in my case. Nobody has, there's no exception. No exception whatsoever. That's what the law says. Section 12 of the Constitution, what does it say? Any treaty ratified by Nigeria becomes law. It's law. You cannot change it. It doesn't matter what they do. All these shenanigans is just pure rubbish. You never stand. Not with me. Okay. I believe in justice and fairness, that's all.
Nigeria signed to extradite, not to rendition.
And that expect the lawyers.
So, including in South Africa. Chibuze Guatu. If we get this Awadida case has become unpopular. This AIT, if I don't have more time, if I could play Arise TV own, even BBC own, and other foreign media own, I don't have much time. It's not all the go unpopular. If we get and those of you are saying that Alhaji Makona is standing in the back of Onye Mazi and Kanu. Unu Koko, Unamolo Olanalo. Maka ofika mlo go eji eke nko kwa. Anyị ma iwe Alhaji Makona na azụ na eme. Anyị ma. And ọ bụrụ yo mbia bịa kwa ebe anụ. Anyị ma. Anyị fu iwe na-eme. Alhaji Makona, the White Council. Ndewo. This Atol South Africa can address now. I also play his video where he called Achadugo hook up, where he called it that Ejilo is having an affair outside his maternal home, his family. I also play the videos, and that is good for these ladies because they are there telling him right on when he was castigating a fellow woman like them, when he was blackmailing another married woman like Ejilo. Ejilo was there, keep his mouth shut. Today is your turn. I hope you are enjoying it. Now, first of all, let me also play. Okay, let me play one more again for what a person in the street. I want you guys to listen to what the guy said. The guy is now doing even more better work than these Chaka media warriors. Go to their platform, go and zoom. They are not saying anything. I told them that more Mazi, I will destroy all of them. I agree with metata. Their own is finished. Nkewa agago. I want you guys to listen to this before we go into Ejilo own.
Nnamdi Kanu, why he earlier defended himself in court today, before we bring in a renowned political affair analyst in the person of Chinedu Michael to analyze what actually transpired.
Okay.
But that's what you wrote. You said here, my lord, that the defendant has now applied for bail. Now, as I've said earlier, bail is a decision of the court taking into consideration all the conditions laid down in Muhammad Abacha v. State. At this stage, I am of the opinion that to make or take a stand on the bail application without first hearing and determine the issue that is glaring in the face, which is the absence of the defendant from the court since 25th of April 2017 until he was produced on the 29th of June. My lord, which was exactly what the Supreme Court did. They said that he did not jump bail. These criminals came to my house to kill me. That's what the Supreme Court said. This is in your own ruling, in your own court, my lord. So I cannot understand, my lord, why my trial will be conducted contrary to the Constitution of Nigeria that said I must have free and unfettered access to my.
Whatever SCVS, this is Nigeria News Center. Let us examine matters arising today. We understand that.
Atolo South Africa. Atolo South Africa. I hope you are listening. These are other people. In the world of Abuja, they call them Nigeria News Center. They are talking about it. And you are telling your zombies. You are telling your zombies that our leader court case has become unpopular. You think is that these shenanigans you guys are acting on Facebook? Biafra is a spirit. You think it's you guys that are pushing, are projecting our leader's case out? No. Because in the Bunde get on all mad name and one name in here. Today, how far? You remember when I told you guys that those page you guys monetize, that a day will come, you guys will not see any money again. What is happening today? Are you guys not crying? All of you that monetize the page, what's happening today? You that told us that Facebook pay you good money. How far? Today is not for. It's not for this. Let's move to the action. Let's listen to the Nigeria News Center.
In a case involving Nnamdi Kanu and federal government of Nigeria, in what looked like Nnamdi Kanu legal team making good their threats that they were not going to represent Nnamdi Kanu until federal government meets certain conditions. We saw Nnamdi Kanu defending himself in court, and because of the defense, he said it abundantly. He made it abundantly clear for the first time that he was kidnapped from Kenya and that he never jumped bail. Though the Justice Peter Ayako did not grant him bail, but what standard is that he defended himself in court. With me to analyze this is Mr. Chinedu Michael. Having watched the video of Nnamdi Kanu defending himself and citing some relevant sections of Terrorism Prevention and Provision Act, particularly Section 2, subsection 3M, where he said that federal government lacked power to try him. Let us get your reaction, having watched the video.
Well, you see, we are seeing, the gradual transformation of Nigeria judicial system to acts of terror and terrorist doings. And if you look at what happened today, it tells you that the mess, that is have continually to reign in the judicial system. And for Nnamdi Kanu himself, now, he's been the whole thing has actually gone viral all over the world, and there's a different news. People are trying to analyze it.
Atolo South Africa. I hope you heard what this guy said. The whole world have been carried, the news have been carried the whole world, and people have tried to analyze it. Atolo South Africa. In Anopia, oh yeah, brother.
Nnamdi Kanu himself actually stepped into the dock, holding his documents, and trying to do a proper cautioning to the judge himself, talking about whether he's a woman or a man or Yako, whatever.
But make me to jump in here because it once looked like surprise, a surprise anyway, and Samonekpa kept mum over this, and Nigerians are reacting. Now you are reacting, but we have not seen any reaction from Samonekpa.
I think Samonekpa need to, if he has not reacted till now, maybe you need to take a proper rundown and do a proper analysis so that he can be able to look at an angle of which he wants to feast on the development in the court today. But that notwithstanding, we are in tune with every court development as regards our man there who has properly defined who he is today. A lot of kudos, a lot of encomium has continued to pour to Nnamdi Kanu and his legal team, and especially looking at
After South Africa, do you understand what this guy just said? Kudos to our leader Mazi Kanu and his legal team, because they know what they did there. They know what they did. Maka ofeke amụrụ oge ekere nkwa ụkwa. Ofeke amụrụ oge ekere nkwa ụkwa. Maka agwa amụrụ oge ga eburu ya n'izu na-akụrụ ya agba. Ọ na-agba ọpadu nsi n'ike na-agba. Ọmụrụ oge ga-egafe mbara be nne ya. Chineke ya akpọghị ọkụ. Agba m na ọmụọ Maazị Ezumezu oti mgbodomgbo. Mma abụ na last bus stop. M na-eti unu oti mgbodomgbo. M na-etikpọchi unu n'ime ụlọ. Today, Alpha, what is happening today? You guys are running away from that discharge card media worms. I told you guys. Let's continue listening.
The kind of arrangement that is coming up from judiciary today, showing that the Nigerian judicial system is actually biased. And P2B has actually echoed, that it was not even the INEC that is as dangerous to Nigerians as ever, but judiciary, has these elements, in them that has turned judiciary to a kind of to a body of persecutors, persecution, suppression and oppression and maltreatment, But let me tell them, they are not going to work out anything in that regard. No matter how they are able to use their laws, to streamline the art of wickedness and terrorism, not based on the constitution and what the law says, based on the understanding and the arrangement they had with the Muslim Northerners and the Muslim Yorubas, who are bent on destroying Nnamdi Kanu by championing, and disrupting the art of which they entered into. Nigeria was part of that treaty, and they cannot say they are not part of that treaty. Then if you are part of that treaty, and which you have already carried an act of terrorism and illegality, you have to wait until that situation is being ratified legally before somebody can stand trial. And that is what Nnamdi Kanu is trying to say in the court. So I was going there because Nnamdi Kanu specifically mentioned Section 2, subsection 3M of Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act. According to him, hence his extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria, the Nigerian government lack whatever it takes to try him. He went further to say his trial is act of terrorism by federal government of Nigeria against him. What is your view? Of course, it's an act of terrorism. Nnamdi Kanu is in order. You can see him, you can see the flow, you can see how he was able to put the judge, he called the Yanko, I don't know what is her name, Victor Yanko, you can see the panic, even the federal government lawyer was also in panic, seeing the truth being told to the whole world, that tells you that what is playing out there is not about the law. What is playing there, is an art of gang up, spearheaded and laid down by the former corrupt and incompetent human being, talking about Buhari and Malami, who conspired who conspired against a law Nigeria as an entity entered with the international community, a treaty signed that have gone against. Before you can try, before you can do that, and of course we are seeing Bola Ahmed Tinubu in continuity of that. So what does that tell you?
Mazi, this is how much I can take from you because I won't have much time. As you look at there, you can see. Instead of this the card media worm to tag on that topic that is trending all over the world, for them to start talking, it's unpopular. Chineke kpọọ ọkụ chibụzọ egwu atụ. Chineke kpọọ Ifeanyi Ejiofor ọkụ. Kpọọ Chinasa Nwankịta ọkụ. Kpọọ Chika Produce ma ọkụ ma ọkwuru ya. To cook like our leader said, with your own eyes, you will see how God will disappoint you, will disgrace you people. Of which none is unpopular. These are the men on the streets. They are talking about it. You think it's what is you guys are talking jargon on Facebook. That is what people are listening. No, go to YouTube and see what is happening in YouTube. YouTube na-enwe that statement onye nduku. That statement, because they know that is the right person that will say it. Ọkụ ana-agba everywhere. YouTube na-enwe ọkụ, TikTok the same thing. Channel nonsense in na Facebook. Chineke kpọọ ọkụ. Now, Biafrans, let's go to the video how he called Achalugo hook up. Achalugo hook up, but he did not mention his name. But I'm onye. Now, let's go there. He did not mention Achalugo's name. He only mentioned Ejiro, but I'm onye. Achalugo ka ọ na-agwa. Isi na-asị, come and prove me long. Okay. Let's listen.
Fuck you and fuck that over your dead body. I will not even apologize again. Listen, Ima, most of them, when you see them coming online to talk rubbish, now somebody they make hook up. Don't think I'm saying it just because I want to insult the person. Let me tell you people what happened. An IPOB member travel now by where Lodjana Hotel. Where Onum Bambi hook up. Omaro no nyanabia. I connect yale nwa hook up. Nwa hook up to Oburu Media Warrior. Olabi alacha ni ego hook up. Odinko gonya kulia you got. Abanko gonya kulia Jistram pant. Who knows? The person or because if your time was the law hook up about no IPOP. Na Lagos. Onya we was on up this girl name Media Warrior name IPOB this thing. Obro no nyama. Okay, if put up ariam put as a poor female. E what person in go wedding. Okay, you expected iba ikwamoku then efele mebem emeche money. You never know me anuma nketala ho na bonkam. Akwa even nketala ho na bon complete nketala. Onya anu wa jelo olu hiccup what they call 15,000 kapolia called what they call because of overnight. Omaho no onye biali abonye IPOB CAC nata o osenase osenase ima na mgbe mputalia the only thing the message na ekpozi no mbia for hook up na egwu anate because omaro kondi kenga send konde omaro ona uze kweje ni ha if on eje old customers nde even among the old customers ona to probe. But if I bundi ga put online and a kuku na neti wada why geni wano why idiot why monkey. Listen, let me tell you people something. Me, I don't give a fuck. Always some people I said I left this platform long time ago. Who cares? Do you think into an nana yoga thunder I don't care. I don't give a F if you left or you are not. Because if you no wait to see.
So upon Anugia, the only Richard Media one neighbor na Facebook not by Wachalugo and so he was addressing to him just like the same way China Samuel address as the Light TV, telling him is when they give him money he will come out to talk. If we don't give him money he will not come out to talk. I am on Agba. Now this guy is addressing Achalugo, saying that Achalugo is doing hook up. No, See, I am not bitter about what he said, or maybe I am not against what he said, or I'm against what he said. But one thing that I want people to take home: when you see injustice and refuse to attack injustice, it will come to you, because what goes around always comes around. This is the same Achalugo and Ejilo. They were there where this guy were attacking our leaders last our leader last sister nke Master Prophet Nano, when he was busy castigating this innocent woman, blackmailing this woman, Princess Kanu, yeah, Princess, when he was busy castigating Princess nke Master Prophet Nano, all kind of blackmail, propaganda, lies upon her. You people and people like you, people like Achalugo, people like Ejilo, they were clamping hands. Lie down, lie down, lie down, Chibuze Guatu, lie down, the special one, lie down, the whistleblower, lie down, the gatekeeper, lie down. They were promoting him, but they never knew that a day like this will come. That snake that bites Munye Master Prophet Yajuwadodo. That snake that bites Munye Master Prophet Yajuwadodo. And today you have come to their tongue. Like I always tell you guys, you see this cabas, their own is coming, and it's coming gradually. Their own is coming. Because Biafra is a spirit. Then if you tell me if I believe in what he said, that Achalugo is doing look up, for the look of things, I will tell you no. This is a pure black man. This is a pure lie. This is a pure propaganda. Because, tell me, Achalugo, a lot of people know him on Facebook, that he's talking about Biafra issue. A lot of people know him. And being somebody, he cannot go for on such work. Or not go in Nigeria. Or not go with only Igbo. Go here meet. You guys should listen. Or not take that all. Or Nigeria. Or with only Igbo. I say, come. You're propaganda. But it's good for her. It's good for her. Mazi is good. Mazi, all the area is good for her. You guys know me. I don't talk more about this woman. No, but if I have my message, I pass to them, I move on. Like the same way when they send me his passport data and everything. I said to Donald Azubi, I will not talk about it. I said I will not talk about it. In as much I know that Achalugo castigated our leader's family, that I know that I don't like Achalugo. But I said, no, I will not be myself low to that, all those kind of blackmail and propaganda and deceit. No. But you guys are one. You guys are the same bed, flying together. You guys are one, fighting our leader's family. You want me to come and take your fight up. So the same way I'm telling Achalugo, I hope you are enjoying it. I hope you are enjoying it. Because when he was castigating innocent people, lying against innocent people, today is your turn. And guess what? You think if our Mazi Kanu is out, anybody will make such thing, and you call yourself an IPOB member, they bring you about Ejilo own. Oh yeah, I want you guys to listen about Ejilo. After that, we call it a day.
Ejilo, you are married with kids. How far? Ejiro vow. Come out and swear with the Bible. That, don't swear that since you married your weak white man, that no man in this struggle have ever seen your part. Ejiro, if you swear, you will die. Ejiro, you know where you knew. I don't need to tell you the story of Rosenberg, or you want me to call the name of the person. And all this shameless lifestyle that you people live, you will still have the audacity to come online to challenge men like us. What can you say about me? Tell me what can you say? There is nothing you will say about me today that will pain me. There is nothing you will say about me today that will make me to stop talking. There is nothing will happen. I have nothing to lose. What can you say about me? But look at the rocky lifestyle that you people are living. And ebia ineme ihe tomboy. Ineme fe tomboy. Kele ki yesi nwoke ineme fe tomboy. And you don't even know how you look. That's the worst part of it. Today, I was looking at, I've never knew that you are this ugly until today. But people will say, oh, you can't take it easy now. She's a woman. Do you?
So, my people, for those that are still watching me now, I respect you guys. Please share the program. And again, if you have some question, you can ask your question, because after this I will wind down. No, if you have some question, you can ask some question, or if you want to come in to talk, maybe 2 minutes or 3 minutes, then come in. So let's listen, because we are winding down. They won't.
Listen to her today. I warned her. I said to her, I am not the kind of comrade that you will talk to. People will tell me, oh, don't. And I've told IPOB members, never you try to stop me anytime I'm after the. You warn them. If you tell them, leave this weekend alone. No. I'm always on my own. Unanugo Fede Umpota Ejiro. No. Even when Efe said the truth, I defended Ejiro. I came out, I was telling people, oh, what that thing Efe said, I don't believe that is true. I don't believe it's true. Simply because I want to defend Ejiro. I don't want to disgrace her. I don't want people to feel Ejiro Neja a lot to Nilo. I don't. And you will hear this Ejiro shouting KK. How many times do you call KK in a day, Ejiro? Ejiro, like how many times? How many times do you call KK in a day? If KK like any single girl, now this strong, he will take, and there is nothing you and those that sent you can do about it. So, dear friends, before I allow Mazi Biafra to speak, if I know about that thing on that they are mobilizing to attack the leadership, and now they think they have arrived. You will see, we are going to fight death. And I don't want anybody to come and beg us.
Chineke kpọọ unu na-abụ ọkụ ma nke onye nọ Germany a na-akpọ ọkịja Biafra ezi. Chineke asị Chineke akpọ unu na-abụ ọkụ. But first of all, let me take this thing out. No? Biafra, listen. You can hear when he said that even when Efe say the truth, he defended Ejiro, telling his zombies that's what Efe said is lie. I want you guys to judge from that angle. So he always, protect whatever that is suit to his interest, even though when that is truth, he will tell you it's not truth because he want to do it. I want you guys to start judging from that angle. I'm not defending Ejiro because this thing is good for you, Ejiro, because you are one of them that telling him lie down when he was castigating a fellow woman, a fellow female like you guys. When you people were clapping for him, lie down, lie down, lie down. Today is your turn. Today he have told you about your husband, that white man that he did not even know your husband. He have, oh yeah, bring it on media. Today he have told you that you are going to Luxembourg, because I know France and Luxembourg, they have common boundary, you know. It's not like Asaba and Onitsha. And a lot of people that live in France, ending of that area, they went to Luxembourg for job, and even the transportation from that place to Luxembourg is free of charge, and it's from Luxembourg. They take care of it. This guy is not living in Europe, on of Africa, on Luxembourg. So the fact is that whoever that upload evil, is good. That evil will come for you. Because you guys were there when this guy were castigating Master Prophet's wife, lying against this woman, On what you are this woman, including Dr. Donald Azubike. But all of you were there. But today is coming after you. And that is why my program is different from them. We are not here for saga. Look at how Chika Doziem is turning its IPOB movement to saga. But the hardcore right now here. We know ourselves. So whatever Chibuze Watu is saying, whatever lie, propaganda, blackmail is saying, is good for you people. It's good for you people. You guys stand with him. You guys applaud him when he was destroying people's image, destroying Madame Nenea image, head of a flan, was destroying you guys, even join him to do so. Today is your turn. I told you guys that Biafra is a spirit. Isaiah Yuba, far about Isaiah Yuba. Isaiah Yuba is also crying. Isaiah Yuba, deputy imperial rep, is also crying. No, will disgrace you guys. Will expose you guys. You guys will know that the millions that have died on this journey, they have not died in vain. That's me. Biafra, on this note, I say good night. On this note, I say good night. We are just 2 hours, 40 something minutes. We will say good night. Onye afọta ha ya afụ echi. Ndụ nka nka. Our leader ya adị. Those who are planning evil against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Those who are planning evil against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Chukwu okike abịa will expose them all. Chukwu okike abịa will expose them all. Felix say Ejiofor has been busted. He's a criminal. Yes, he's a criminal. Yeah. No. Chukwu okike abịa no, we expose them all. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu nwere onye ogburu adịghị n'obi. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the family. These people, if they want to stay out of this thing, they will live fine. Do you know when they came to Europe? Do you know? Then they are citizens. They are European citizens. Then. You guys think he will castigate this innocent family? But the gods of the land is fighting for them. The ghost of the land is fighting for them. The ghost of the land is fighting for them. Because Biafra is a spirit. Then on this note, Anmasun, good night, good morning, good evening. Kaki phone, depending your time zone. They won't. Bye-bye. Please share this program. Share this program to your WhatsApp group. Share this program to your friends. And please subscribe on my YouTube. If you're not following me, go and subscribe on my YouTube. Ikechukwu Ezumezu YouTube with a lion head. And I have a page, Mazi Ezumezu. That page, we are 160 something. It's not going. Let's build it so we can have multiple platforms to talk. In as much they want to subdue us, but we say no to it. We will use our little space to debunk all their lies. I tell you, Timbodombo. That is it. One day, one. Bye bye and good night. Good night from here.